we were able to figure out that the derivative of some variable to some constant is just equal to the constant times the variable to that constant minus 1. You figured this out by knowing that the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. So now we want to figure out what is the integral of some variable to some constant, like this. Well, to do that, we know that the integrals and derivatives are essentially inverses of each other, so that would mean that the integral of this piece must equal x to the n, like this, and of course plus some constant. But we don't want this expression, so we can say let this exponent n minus 1 equal some other variable, say m, and we can solve for n and get that n is equal to m plus 1 by adding 1 to both sides of the equation. So we can rewrite this equation like this. Integral of x to the m is equal to x to the m plus 1, because that was n, divided by n, which was n plus 1. And here, we had to divide by n. So when we divided by n on both sides of this equation, we divided k by n as well. We can call that another constant c. And of course, notice m cannot equal 1. We have also seen that the derivative of 1 over x can be written like this, x to the negative 1. And of course, the derivative, according to the power rule, the negative 1 must come in front, and you must subtract 1 from the exponent, so we get this result. So this is the derivative of 1 over x. But let's say we're trying to find out the integral of 1 over x, and try using the rule we just found. So we have to add 1 to the exponent and divide by that addition, so divide by 0. Well, what is something divided by 0? Well, it's undefined, right? So this isn't working very well. That's why we said that m cannot equal negative 1. These are some other facts that we derived in other videos. Recalling that the derivative of ln of x is equal to 1 over x. This comes from knowing the derivative of e to the x, just like this comes from knowing the derivative of e to the x. We can then say that the integral of 1 over x is equal to whatever was inside that derivative. So ln of x. So we know that the integral of 1 over x is equal to ln of x. Using the power rule, of course, it doesn't work. Using the power rule for integrals, because we cannot divide by 0. Say we were trying to figure out the derivative of this expression. So we would have to use the product rule for derivatives. So the derivative of the first piece of the function times the second piece, which is ln, plus the first piece of the function, so x, times the derivative of ln of x. Well, we know what the derivative of ln of x is. It's 1 over x. And of course, the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. The derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So 1 times ln of x plus x times 1 over x minus 1, as we see here. So dx dx 1, dx dx minus 1. So of course, 1 times ln of x is just ln of x. And then x divided by x, or x times 1 over x, is 1. So we get that ln of x plus 1 minus 1, which of course is plus 0 here. So the answer is just ln of x. So the derivative of this expression is 1 over x. That means that the integral of 1 over x is